Hello. Hello YouTubers, welcome to today's video. I'm going to be showing you how to play Not Your Man by the Peacocks. Really cool band. I guess it's kind of Psychobilly, Rockabilly, Punkabilly, a few different names for it. There is something a little bit different about their style, I think, to typical Psychobilly or old school Psychobilly or even some of the new school Psychobilly. So that's fair, I think. In today's lesson, I'm going to be breaking down the intro, verse, chorus, and the intro is actually a good chunk of the guitar solo anyway. So we're going to go through those particular things, good chunk of the song. If you aren't a member of my Patreon, don't fear. I'm going to be showing you how to play everything. If you are a member, you get the advantage of having the rolling tabs underneath. I'm actually going to do this lesson with the scrolling tabs happening. I'm going to discuss what's happening, and then when I move on to the next part of the song, I'll play it fast with the scrolling tabs, and then I'll play it slow for you and we'll work through it as well before we move on to the next section. If you are new to my channel, go check out a whole bunch of videos. As I upload these more and more, I'm adding more and more features. You get PDF tabs for pretty much every video I've done in the last 2 odd years since January 2020. So aside from helping me out, there are a lot of perks to be had by joining my Patreon. Speaking of which, I want to thank Paul Westwood, Dave, Patrick King, and S for joining the Patreon. It really helps. Okay, let's get into the lesson. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let me play through that nice and slow for you, and then I'll just give you some tips on how to actually play it. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so one of the first things I noticed is that this is actually recorded with 2 guitar parts, I believe, and I noticed live in some of the clips, he doesn't actually play this line. He just sort of goes... He sort of just lets that go, plays the open first and second string. So that's an option. There's nothing wrong with that if that's how you want to play it and you're familiar with the live versions. But to capture the original recording, I found that holding your thumb on that 2nd fret on the 6th string and playing down with the pick on the first 2 strings, then up on the first 2 strings when fretting the 1st fret, and then as I slide my finger to there, I pick that 6th string, you get that sort of 2 guitar sound. So it's not too difficult. It will feel awkward, and hooking your thumb over is definitely uncomfortable if you're not used to it, but persist, it'll be worthwhile. So we're going down, up, down. And I like to go down, up, because when I do the up, it sends me on my way to hit that 6th string. If I do up, down, I've got a long way to go to get to that 6th string. So that's my tip with that intro. Just like... Now you'll find that you might want to knock the 3rd string, so you can actually fret the 3rd string a little as well, and you'll find you can block it off. It'll be dead anyway, so if you hit it, it won't matter. But I find by hitting down on the 6th string and up on those first 2, with the 1st finger just sitting a little onto the 3rd string, you're pretty right. Okay, so we finish that section by hitting the 6th string and the 5th string holding the 2nd fret there. That's an E5, an E and a B, E5. Okay, so the next section, let's have a look at that. That goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let me play through that nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, nothing really too difficult in that section, but of course I'm always going to try and impart some tips and some ideas, so that's what you're here for, right? So with this one, this is a great example as to why learning scales is great. Okay, I'm really fed up with hearing all these videos saying you don't need scales. Yeah, but if you learn them, you're more likely to come up with ideas like this. I'm sure at some point, you know, the guitarist has learnt some scales or something. Maybe not, I could be wrong, but it's just from a minor scale. So the simple things can yield interesting ideas, just like this riff here. So we start with the F sharp here. It's in F sharp minor. Okay, let me show you that scale. F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp. And that's just one octave of it. So if you want to learn that, you can go back and learn it. So we play from the 2nd fret, and then we play from the 2nd fret here. We pick up, down on the 4th fret, 5th fret, 4th fret, 2nd fret, open, 5th string, 4th fret, 2, 4, 2, 0, 4, 2. Okay. And we keep going, same way, nothing, just a repeat of before. Then we do this little lick here, 3 to 4, 2nd fret on the 4th string, 4th fret on the 4th string, and the 2nd fret there, just like that. Now here's the thing. You saw me play that scale before. If you use the right fingers and you use a little bit of alternate picking when it gets a little quick, you'll find it much easier than, for example, trying to not use your pinky. Really hard, that's hard work. And if your fingers aren't up to the task, practice the scale, or practice even just a simple pattern, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, to get a little strength in your fingers, develop a little bit of coordination, and use the alternate picking as well. If you practice that for a week and come back to this tune, you'll find it much easier. Or just work on it really slow, be deliberate with your fingers, and you can, I think anyone can put this riff together. It's not too difficult. So that's the first 8 bars of this section, which is from bar 10 through to bar 17. I'll play through that one more time. Okay, the next bit gets a little bit trickier. We get this. Okay, so I'll walk you through that line. We hold 3rd finger there on the 4th fret. And we just pick down, up. Alternate picking, pretty important here. So down, up, down, up, down. Then go to the 2nd fret. Then open string. Okay, down, up, and then we go open on the 5th string, down on the 4th fret, open on the 5th string again, 2nd fret, then we play open, open, 2, open, 4, 0, 2, open, down, down, up, down, and then pretty much same as before, 5, 4, 2, 0, 2, 2, 4, 2, 0, 1. Then we want to get ready for a chord here, because we start playing the actual verse, okay, with the strumming of that. So hopefully that helps. Now let's take a look at the verse with the strumming. Okay, now let's play through the verse. Okay, so that just repeats a couple of times. There are some slight variations, but I'm not going to go over every little detail. I've kind of done the most complicated version, which is one of the first ones, and then just cruised into a more relaxed version. And it's something in between throughout. Once you've learnt one or the other, you'll probably incorporate either as you go, see whatever you're comfortable with. Now, of course, if you're singing it and playing it, you probably wouldn't worry too much about the details. Let me play it really slow, and you'll see the first one's quite detailed, second one's a bit more simple, so... Okay, so with that one, you're playing an F sharp minor, and we strum this nice pattern down. Nice pattern. I don't know what's nice about it. I guess it's just fun to play. Down, down, up, down, just like that, okay? Now when we shift to the next chord, you get this little grey area in the middle where you're kind of hitting the strings as you transport. So don't worry about that being perfect. We can't magically go from one chord to the next without any, you know, I guess any gristle. So see that little bit there, that last up flick? I just keep the hand going. Okay, and what happens when we go to that D, which I didn't quite do then, you flatten the finger and you hammer the second a little later. This might not even be deliberate, but it sounds really cool. Okay, that's what I meant to do. So that's that second bar. I'm going to play that really slow. Okay, down, down and hammer, down, up, add the third finger to the 4th fret. So this is just a D chord, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, and I'm barring to get the 2nd fret on that string. If you don't hit the 1st string or it's not coming out cleanly, that's okay as well. It's not extremely clear in there anyway, if it's there at all. So it really slowed. Okay, and then we go to the A chord, and we do this with the E chord. Okay, so we do down, down, up, and as we come up, we put our pinky down. So we go down, down, up, and we put the pinky down, up, down. Just like that, okay? So that just, the second time around, we just do that all in a more simple fashion. We just hold the F sharp minor, D, A, E. And you don't have to worry about any details. So there are your two options. There's the more complex one and then the more simple one. Okay guys, so now we're going to do the chorus, and the chorus goes like this. I'll just play through it and then we'll break it down. So and then we obviously continue 1, 2, 3 with that original riff just there like that. So just a slow walkthrough of that. Basically they're just bar chords, okay? So we've got 5, 7, 7, 7, that's our D. And then we've got the F sharp minor, the E chord, which goes 7, 9, 9, 9. And then we've got the F sharp minor, which is 9, 11, 11, 10. And then we've got 12, 14, 14, 14, 14, okay? Sorry, 12, 14, 14, 14. Yeah, that's right. I added an extra 14. And the rhythm that we play that, it just goes down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. So just like that, okay? For the third chord, you get a little break in there. It goes, so down, down, up, down. Go up to the 12th fret. Okay, so it all repeats pretty much. E. Same with the break. But this time we play a low A. Then we go back to the D. E. F sharp minor. Pick the 5th strum. Do an E chord, pick the 5th string, strum. Pick the 5th fret. Hold it for a few bars. And we're back to that, okay? So nothing too complicated. If you're not familiar with those chords, you're obviously going to have to practice the chords themselves. Just make sure, particularly with this chord, it's going to take a little bit of strength to get those down. If you use one finger, you might do it like that. Or you could even just play power chords for all of these and it will sound great. Okay, that's totally acceptable. And by power chords, I mean literally just the first 3 notes of those chords, so 5th, 4th and 3rd string in that case. I'm sure you know what power chords are. Yeah, I'm hoping so anyway, because I'm running out of time with this video today. Guys, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to get up to today, because the solo uses the intro, which we've already been through. So guys, that's everything. The next video will be a Patreon only video. I'll put the solo and the final verse, which has some variations to it. That'll be a lesson I'll do for the Patreons. But the good news is, if you've learnt all this, you've got the majority of the song covered. If you aren't in a position to join the Patreon, but you really want that video, get in touch with me. I'm happy to help those who, maybe aren't in the position to join or can't for whatever reason. That's totally fine. So guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. And yeah, have a good one.